Hello, welcome. My name is Hampton-Brooks. I am teaching about the wooden dummy. And one of the things that I'm starting to do, if you ain't noticed, is I'm giving you keys. I'm giving you little keys that will turn and open the door towards you practicing the true essence of the wooden dummy and really get the success of it. Because when you get the success, when you get the success of the wooden dummy, you're also getting the success of combat, true combat. Now, a lot of you may not agree with me. Some of y'all may make jokes. The wooden dummy doesn't move, yada yada yada, whatever. All I know is I am 43. This year is my 40th year anniversary of the martial arts. And I'm telling you, out of all my years, having a wooden dummy to understand your martial arts techniques is very much a thing. Very much. It will give you a new vibe. It will give you a new essence of things. You gotta get one. I advise everybody. I don't care if you do karate, I don't care if you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or whatever. Just having a wooden dummy and understanding what you do for moves, especially when it comes to stand-up fighting, will help you improve in your martial arts game. You can dismiss it all you want to, but hey, who cares? So one of the things I've been doing is I'm answering questions. I am answering questions about the wooden dummy. I'm not trying to overly Chinese word it for you. I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to lie to you just to have students. I don't care. I'm going to tell you the truth as it is, straight up. Deal? So here is the question. Now, mind you, I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be real honest, not sugarcoat nothing. This is my secondary phone. This is the phone that only usually has music on it. The phone that I'm recording with right now, my Samsung, is the main one that has the questions that hits my messenger or hits my my Facebook page, which is Hampton Hong Shogun M.A. That connection with me. So if you want to, so this message came to me is from one of my students that I love very dearly. He writes, I've been working on the choreography, the movements for the dummy, and I have a question. In the set with the kick to the knee with the Taan and palm strike, are all three supposed to make contact or just the kick? I noticed you seem to step in more and connect with all three of them, whereas Moyat mentioned only the kick connecting and the hands just being in the position to strike. Is there a benefit to one over the other? Here we go. Firstly, both of them relatively have the same goal. Because if I was to take the idea of concept, not the idea that you see, it's not about whether or not I can get to this point to do this at once, to be able to touch them or not. Why? Because some people may have shorter arms than I do. Remember, look at this arm reach. I have a really heck of an arm reach for my human body. I am 6'3". I have a Muhammad Ali type of arm reach. Rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. So it's different for me. Okay? It's very different. Anybody else may not have that luxury. So it's a luxury more than anything. And if you notice, if I go to here and I do this, then this kick is more stomping down and in. It's a front kick, true. But if I'm stomping more down and in, then you see my knee is up right here, versus if I just let go and forget about the hands and the palm, then my knee is more straight. So those are little observations. And it's not just me. If you was to reference other seafoods, I'm not talking about just Moyai. I'm not talking about just Wang or whatever. Just watch the first generation do the wooden dummy. And you can tell there are ones that'll do the front kick, but this looks more of a stompish, and you can tell by their knee and how much space they're working with. Versus if they do this and they really step out, and now it's more of a straighter leg. You still see the bend, but it's more straight versus actually looking like it's stomping down and in like this. Okay, that's a big difference. And then to be able to either touch and palm to do it versus not is not the point. The major point is this is concept. What if this palm here and this Taan here was actually a grab here, and there's a grab to the body here, and I am pulling the opponent into me as I'm kicking a leg which makes them fall down. It's a takedown. Get what I'm saying? Now, if I just do this, just to do it, and it's not concept, it's actual dogma based, then I'm breaking a person's balance as I'm pushing them out. Okay? If I do it on a concept and say, hey, I got 3 limbs at the same time, dealing with an opponent, it can be double grab, heck, it can be double Taan for all we care. It can be anything. I can switch the hands. It doesn't matter now. It's concept. So it's really not about what benefit is greater than the other. It's really more about what is your final aim. What's your end game? What's your goal with that technique? And not everybody's going to agree. We should all agree on one thing. It's up to you to determine what is the dogma of this technique when you take it and make it your own, as you project it into your schools, as you project it onto your future students. We can all agree on that, but we can't seem to agree on how important it is to fill the dummy up while you kick at the same time versus not. It's not that big of an issue, really. And actually, even it can get to the point of here, I step out and double grab the arms and kick. Does it make it any of a less technique? But all 3 appendages are at work here. All 3. So you really want to understand why things are the way things are. You do. And you want to have that open-mindedness of what other lineages may do versus your own teacher versus we're Moyat lineage, so anybody else in the Moyat lineage, how they would do it, and then just go for yours. Make it your own. Wing Chun is not supposed to be worshiping the lineage holder. It's not supposed to be a worshiping of Ip Man or anybody down that line. The goal of Wing Chun is to teach you how to defend yourself. It's not really meant to have an all-out fight. It's not meant to UFC everybody. It's not meant for all of that. It's combat. It's self-defense. I protect myself. I do what I need to do. I go home. I eat my TV dinners and chill. I do what I have to do to survive in these streets, which, being honest, and in it here, most Wing Chun people, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, karate, or anybody else is not living in the hood, especially like a hood like mine, where the murder rate keeps outbeating itself every year. Think about that. You know, for most of you that don't recognize that, because my students have been here all the time, they know what it is. And thank God they still come here to learn Wing Chun Kung Fu from me. Thank you very much. I'm Tai-Brooks, Hampton Hong Shogun M.A, Wing Chun Muay Thai Ip Man lineage.